Guys, Dave, back with another piece of the Goonies collection. This time I have my little golden book from Funko POP. See the Funko logo there, Pop logo there, the Goonies. Anybody, well, most people should know, especially people my age, know the Golden Books. They were a series of just young reader, easy stories. Kind of a hardback book. Look at the back here real quick. Got Scooby-Doo, the Pokey Little Puppy, the Batman, Scruffy the Tugboat, a whole bunch of others. There are more than 200 timeless little golden books to share. Here are a few of them. So this is obviously a partnership between Little Golden Books and Funko Pop. So on the cover here, got the Inferno escaping through the cave, Mikey, Chunk, Data, and Sloth there up in the corner with his little baby Ruth in his hand. You can kind of see, you can see the notes on the book there without reflection. I don't know. So we're going to read this one, though. We're going to look through it real quick. Classic golden book inside. Adopted by R.E. Kaplan, illustrated by Joseph Agalone. 2023, Warner Brothers Entertainment. So it's a licensed book. Partnership with Funko and with the Little Golden Book. So, look at the first image here. Mikey was a little boy who loved adventure, but none ever seemed to come his way. He lived in a place called the Goon Docks. His best friends were Mouth, Data, and Chunk. Mouth liked making jokes. Data invented gadgets. Chunk would make friends with anyone he met. They called themselves the Goonie. When a big company was about to destroy their homes, the Goonies discovered One-Eyed Willie's pirate map. The treasure map was worth a lot of money. They could find it and save the Goon Docks. Gosh, I wish I would have had this to read to my kids. All right. Mikey's big brother, Brand, joined the Goonies on their quest. His friends, Andy and Steph, came along too. They wanted to make sure the Goonies were safe while they searched for treasure. When Mikey found a skull-shaped key, they knew they were getting close. Guys, look at this, he said. He knew that pirates loved skulls. Whoops. But a family of criminals known as the Fratellis heard the Goonies talking about the treasure. They wanted it all for themselves. The Goonies followed the pirate map into the underground tunnel. It all starts here, Mikey announced. At the beginning of their treasure hunt, the Goonies realized the Fratellis were behind them. Knowing the Fratellis were sure to cause trouble, Chunk went looking for help. So we're missing, we got two of the Fratellis. We got Jake. No Francis. And the Fratellis caught him. Meaning Chunk, sorry. Mama Fratelli put Chunk in a dungeon. A man named Sloth was also locked in with Chunk. Sloth looked a little strange, but Chunk was ready to make a new friend. My name is Lawrence, Chunk said. Sometimes people call me Chunk. Sloth told Chunk that the Fratellis wouldn't let him join their gang because he looked different. That was why they locked him up. Chunk shared his candy with Sloth, and they quickly became best friends. Best buddies. Meanwhile, Mikey put the key he had found earlier into a lock. It set off a booby trap. Big rocks fell down around them. The Goonies jumped out of the way. They were very brave. But then Brand heard a noise. Listen, he said. It sounds like somebody's down there. He ducked into a cave and looked around. Suddenly, dozens of bats flew out. He screams, bats. The Fratellis were catching up to the Goonies. As they got closer to the treasure, the Goonies realized that the bad guys were following them when they tried to cross an old log bridge. Whoa, shouted Francis. I got an idea, you guys, Data told his friends. Slick shoes. Data pulled a string on his shirt and little nozzles appeared on his shoes. The nozzles squirted oil all over the bridge. Jake Fratelli tried to cross it, and so did his brother Francis. They slipped. That's kind of a cool image. After the Goonies had safely crossed the bridge, they saw a door, an organ made of bones, in front of it. According to the map, someone needed to play a tune by following the instructions perfectly. Andy was scared, but she tried and it worked. The door opened. The Goonies walked through the door and woohoo! Went down a water slide on the other side. The water slide dropped the Goonies into a lagoon. They looked up in shock. A pirate ship was docked there. It was One-Eyed Willie's ship. The Goonies went inside the boat. Piles of gold and jewelry were everywhere. You know something, Mikey said to Willie Skeleton? You were the first Goonie. Uh-oh, suddenly the Fratellis showed up. They were holding pirate swords. Mama Fratelli wanted the Goonies to jump overboard into the choppy waters below. Walk the plank, she barked. And you can see them. That image there with Mouth and Andy. Just then, Chunk and Sloth arrived, both wearing pirates' hats. They had escaped their prison. Sloth called to the Fratellis, "Hey, you guys." We all know that. Chunk, Mikey explained. "No, it's Captain Chunk," Chunk answered, adjusting his hat. Sloth quickly overpowered the Fratellis. The Goonies were safe. But not for long. The cave walls around the lagoon began to rumble and fall apart. The Goonies and Sloth got out just in time. Mikey had taken some of the jewels from the pirate ship. He gave them to his parents who were waiting for him on the beach. Now Mikey wouldn't have to move, and neither would his friends. They had saved the town. "We don't have to leave the Goon Docks," Mikey told them all with a big grin. No longer trapped in the lagoon, One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship drifted into the ocean and sailed away. The Goonies cheered as they watched it go. Mikey and his friends had been on one incredible adventure. The end. So there you go, guys. The Goonies, a Little Golden Book by Funko Pops, had all the kind of the Funko Pop cartoons of the characters. Everybody knows Funko Pops, I hope. Yeah, that's kind of a classic Golden Book look, though. Look and feel. I had a bunch of these as a kid. I think they were more like just Little Red Riding Hood. I mean, it seemed like they were just stories that were out of copyright, and the Little Golden Book was able to print them without having to worry about things. But pretty cool piece of the Goonies collection. I just bought this off eBay. Buy it now. I think it was like $9 or something like that. Pop does a lot of Goonies items. Funko Pop does a lot of Goonies items. They're always popping up on eBay and Amazon and the website itself. They're pretty easy to get, but again, like $9, I think, free shipping on eBay. Buy it now option. So there you go, guys. Another little piece of the Goonies collection. Easy one for everybody to get and add. Kind of fun. Goes with the Funko Pops. But there you go, guys. Thanks.